Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of City Skylines. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to record another episode the past few days. Just too much work. Also, there was a day we celebrated my wife's birthday. My son got a little sick. I guess that's just how it goes. I promised you in the previous episode we're going to be detailing a part, but we're also going to be taking care of the train system. Now I'm not sure, it might take a while to take care of the train system, so I'm doing this right away. And then only if I have time I will dedicate the last part to detailing, otherwise we're going to do it in the next episode. The train system cannot wait. As you can see, it is now completely locked up. With the new industry we set down, it is just a catastrophe. Now, I've actually also been looking forward to this a tiny bit, not because of the problems, but because I knew at some point we are gonna have to redo our train tracks. If we have a look at this with the overlay, we can clearly see where we set up our stations. I'm actually pretty happy with where we have the stations. It's just the tracks that accumulated and I rarely renewed the systems. The train issue actually caused a domino effect where a lot of the systems I set up do not function properly anymore. Let's get started with deleting most of the tracks. So unfortunately today's episode, most of it we're gonna spend in pause mode, but once we're done with that we can hopefully see the magic of the changes work. My lovely intersection, I will miss you. Sometimes I'm a little bit hesitant to delete everything because a lot of it I'm gonna have to redo in a similar fashion, but since we're already at it, maybe we can make the lines more beautiful. The only things I decided to keep are these intersections because I kind of like them and I want to use them for my... Oh, I just unpaused the game. That was probably a mistake. Darn it. Yeah, there we go. Most of the trains just got deleted. Okay, well, I guess they wouldn't have... Oh man, I just did it again. Unpausing this might have caused a huge chain reaction. I'm not sure. Now everyone is going with their cars. I guess we're gonna be in chaos for a little bit after this. I know, after every change you are in chaos. But let's get things started. The first thing I want to make sure is that we have a proper outside connection for the passengers. The only outside connection is going to be this airport, so I want a separate line for this airport just dedicated to that. We have two exits, one on the left side and then there's going to be one on the right side. So we'll have to somehow hook up this track. Let's see, we could bring it through here probably, and there. Yeah, that's easy. So this train station here at the airport should be the only one that is set to allow intercity trains. I actually forgot this in the previous episode right here, but I made sure this is now taken care of. Let's get this started. Rail up. I actually don't want the overlay for this part. Go away. We're gonna have a couple of lines coming together here, so I think I'm just gonna go straight out. Actually, we need to follow the road pattern. Let's make the road a little more symmetrical. So we go along here and then we have the space for additional tracks. We're gonna continue along the highway and I'm hoping this is not gonna be too hard to, make look good once all the other tracks are being added. Let me actually think. We probably want at least 3 more tracks. One for the outside connection for the cargo, then another one for the hard rocks and a third one for this part over here. Actually, that reminds me, I wanted to set up a cargo station here as well, maybe. And I just see I have another train connection here I want to get rid of. Oh no, hold on. That was the tram. And I just unpaused again. Curse me! Okay, I just unpaused again. I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna reload the previous game save and then we are gonna work our way through the track. So I'm gonna remove them wherever I need them removed and set up the better system. Said and done, the game is reloaded, so now we're gonna work our way from the outside to the first train station that is near the airport. For most of the intersections I don't consider done, I'm simply gonna go beneath them, make it easy on me. Then coming up here again, so far so good, I can actually just connect this up, no problem. This is then going all the way down into the international train station. So we want to cut this off. This should go nowhere else. The other side, however, should go to the other connection we have available in this map. Eden Valley, by the way. I'm answering this once per day. Every day I get this asked, even though it is in the description of all the videos. Actually, I don't really mind because it is an additional comment on my videos. But let's freaking do this. We're coming out here. So from the other side, I guess we're going beneath... Wait, where do I have to go? I have to go all the way to this track. So let's maybe start separating this. And then maybe for now we split at this point, and this could be the line that is going to the international train station. All we need to do is go up here, or we just go beneath everything. I mean, this doesn't need to be visible. All I want is people to go here, and this could be an opportune moment. Let me actually check page down here. Come on. Yeah, I mean, we could definitely go beneath the womb district. I don't think there's any noise pollution to it. Let me actually test this out. Can I go down here? This is probably too early. We are going down at this point. Like so, and then keep going. We are crossing with this, so if we go down one more, we are good. Then we just continue straight through the womb district and maybe come up here at the zoo. This could be nice. Then cruising along the fence of the zoo shouldn't be an issue. We'll have to see what actually goes here, but for now I'm just gonna go straight through here. We might want to go up here, cross the road, and then go down again. This part isn't too important yet, because I really don't know what goes there. But for now, all I want to do is hook it up to the outside, and nothing else is gonna be connected to this line, except of course at some point we need to divide this up in order to also supply cargo lines with outside connections. But this line here otherwise is not gonna be touched, it's not gonna be crossing with anything else. All it does is goes into this international airport. Or intercity airport, I should say. Now that we have that, we're gonna take care of all the passenger lines. So let's first check, where do we have train stations. We have a passenger station up here in Twin Peaks. That is good. We have nothing there. We might want to install one in the Shire. We have one here, though I'm not really sure if that is worth it. I noticed not a lot of people are using public transport at all to get into the industry. Sometimes I'm not even sure how they get there. So potentially we could save a little bit on money. I mean, 1,000 per week, and I don't even think this guy is necessary. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this guy. No more passenger trains for industry areas. I think that's something we can remember. So no passenger stations for the industry parts. However, we could use that. Maybe I should have moved it. But we could use it in the womb, definitely. Let's see. I mean, the train station, it could go near the Central Park. I think that is not the worst idea I've ever had. Some people might still be bothered, especially is that the elder care. Yeah, they don't hear well enough, so don't worry. Want to make sure this is not allow intercity trains. So this is gonna be hooked up with the hub. We want to hook up all these stations with our hub. But let's continue identifying this. So this is our main station here. We have a passenger station here in Atlantis, and we should have a passenger station here. The last one is up in Twin Peaks, if I didn't mention that already. So the only thing that's missing one is the Shire, which I don't think really needs one because it's just low density. So starting from the hub, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. And we want to make 4 separate lines. These trains should never get into each other's way. Actually, considering I'm deciding the amount of trains, some of them can overlap if they go into the same direction. For instance, we can have 2 lines going down here. One line is taking care of whatever is on the left side of the city, and another one what is on the right side. And then the other tracks can go up for whatever we build. I mean, look at the space we still have, guys. Oh, I totally forgot about this station. I guess this is one station we can combine into one line, so it's just going from here to there into our hub. The way I set this up is actually already good enough. We have our triangle going in here. Let me actually see this quickly. Yeah, this is connecting, all good. We don't even need this connection, to be honest with you. It just goes from the hub and upwards. Actually, thinking about this, I totally lied. Of course, we are going to need at least one more connection to the airport, and that is going to be to the hub. So if we check this out here, we have one line going to the right and another one going to the left. Ignore this one here. This is just the tram line that I made in a desperate attempt to get the trams into a different location. I'm probably going to set up another tram depot should our financial situation get better again. So we want to come up again, and after the tunnel, connect up with this. And now we have our connection to the hub. Now, actually, let me check something. We might want to get rid of our train lines. We're going to have to redo them. Actually, before completing this line, we might want to continue this with an additional track. Let me do this. We're going to branch off here, just like we did on the other side. But this time I want to do this a little bit closer, and then we are just going to continue along the track here as well. The difference, however, is we are gonna come up here and join up with this line. The question is just, are we also gonna continue downwards? I think that might be an idea. Yeah, this is just a passenger line at the moment. No, darn it, it is also a cargo line. Ah, that sucks a little bit. So in this case, we definitely want an additional track. I don't want to share cargo and passenger any longer. Let's go out from this side first, and we are gonna approach the other track here and continue along this one. I'm gonna be right back as soon as I made my way to the train station. At this point, of course, I want to make sure everything looks nice and snazzy. So I think what I want to do is connect up these two tracks. They now belong together. And I want to make this look visually a bit more appealing. So let me try to continue here and just do that. This unfortunately cannot be done with vanilla means. It's quite a harsh reality, I have to admit. And there we go, set and done. This is a beautiful track. Well, okay, it might be a bit bumpy sometimes because of the terrain. But for the most part, it looks good. Maybe a bunch of trees are missing. Let me also quickly do this lower part. I guess beneath the earth, it doesn't matter too much. Okay, I guess that's good enough for now. Let's set up this first line so I don't forget about it. It's going all the way here. I'm sorry, this might get you sick. Actually, first the international airport. Not forget about that. Add a stop right here at Neptune's Trident. Go back to the international airport and back to the hub. Then there's gonna be an additional line going down. Let me actually quickly check. At the moment, I'm just continuing here through the cargo stuff, which is not good. We need to have separate lines at this point. I mean, I really like this track going through the middle of the highway. Maybe we can make it look a bit nicer and or add a second track. Actually, I failed to see why not. Let's try to do that. We're just gonna scooch this over a bit and we're gonna make this a phenomenal system somehow. So I guess we're gonna start here somewhere and then just combine these two tracks, then move over the highway. And by combine, I just mean move them really close together. Wait, hold on. Can I reconnect this? Of course not. Come on, give me something. Something I can work with. Okay, there we go. That's gotta work. Yes. Come on, bring you down a tiny bit. Adjust the curve. Yeah, there's the sweet spot. Yeah, that's totally gonna work. Let me actually complete this for the rest of the line here, so that we end up with 2 train tracks here in the end. Alrighty, I think I actually did it. Let me get rid of this track here. We are not gonna need that anytime soon. Actually, do we? Actually, thinking about it, we might want to keep that in order to hook up to the womb district. Another connection here probably wouldn't hurt. So hold on, where did that actually go? That is going beneath here, and then instead we might just want to pop up at this point. So let me get rid of this last part here, and this one as well, and instead we're going over here and emerge at this point. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Let's just continue this, so we already know that's gonna be a thing. That is the cargo line. We want to complete the passenger line as well. You know what? The passenger line we could take from the track we just made in order to get to the other district. This is still not the outside connection, so we can, without back conscience, branch off. And we probably want to come out here and then hook up with this track if possible. Wait. This is sometimes a little bit confusing. You come over. Come on, are you freaking serious? Yeah, I want to do that. Thank you. And then hook up with you. The track on the right, of course, is going to be the cargo, but that essentially means we can now finish the passenger line. All we need to achieve is to get to this point, which we can by simply continuing the track. So I'm gonna be right back once I accomplish that. Yeah. Okay, this can be really finicky. I'm so glad I have the Move It mod, man. It saves me a lot of time that I would just spend deleting and rebuilding roads. It definitely also helps when it comes to beautifying the city and making it more realistic. I mean, there's not much stuff you can do against slopes and everything in vanilla, but here we can make it perfect whenever we want to. Okay, it's not perfect yet, but for now, good enough. All I want is to get this system running and going. This here is definitely not good, but there's much wrong about this interchange, so I'm not worrying too much. Let's set up this new line, which is going from this station all the way up. Let me actually see. It's supposed to join up with the international airport line, so that would be the same line here going into the hub. We are adding a stop and going back. Right here, Atlantis, perfect. We have our second line ready. Let's do the next one, which is going to be to the Olympus and then up here to the Twin Peaks. We already know this is actually a well set up line. All we need to do is take the second track here that is going into the tunnel. It's going up to this station, then it's continuing to the Twin Peaks, and it's coming back to this station again. Thank you, going back to the hub. The next passenger line would be going down, but to the right in order to get into this station. So let's attempt to actually accomplish that. Let me see. We would be going here. Maybe let's get rid of these tracks. This is my old system. Don't want to get confused here. Okay, I think I got rid of the lines we don't need at this point. We are going up right there. Then we want to continue along the zoo. At this point, we're probably gonna continue along the zoo, and whenever we have another station to the right, we can continue this line. But for now, it's just going there into the womb district. So I want to go right there, take a slight curve, make it realistic somewhat, then curve around here, and let me think. We might want to switch this up a bit. So instead, I want to leave enough room with this rail. We're gonna move the station a bit down so we can take the upper track here, move that over and hook it up with this one. Then this guy on the other side is gonna go parallel to this rail, and then at this point we wanna go underground. So everything should still add up. We can go underground here and hook up with you. Cool, that means we have the next connection that goes from here to the hub, and that is now using the third line right there. And we're going back right here to the womb district. With that out of the way, I think we have hooked up all the train stations we currently have, right? Now we can take care of the cargo stations. Okay, I just recorded the second part to this, where we did the cargo stuff. Unfortunately, I experienced another blue screen. I'm now convinced it's freaking City Skylines that's giving me blue screens. It's only happening then. The good thing about this is I remember what I did. The first thing I had to do was actually remove this. I came up with a good idea that is going to allow me to still have all the connections. So starting from any of the cargo stations, the trains can go into all the directions. In order to not make it chaotic, sometimes the trains will have to take a longer route. Okay, we're gonna get this started right here by going down, and then we want to move over, and I want to move far enough away in case we want to expand the industry. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna stay underground until after the intersection here. At this point, we are just gonna continue straight. This is gonna be the line that we use, but we also want to hook up this station. The thing is, I want to create two loops that are interlocking with each other, so it's not technically going to be a loop. If we start at this station, I want to end up at the other station, so we're going to not connect these two stations. Let's make this a bit clearer by actually continue down here straight. We're going to page down at this point, go beneath the highway, then come up. But let me see, do I want to join up with you? Yeah, let's do it. Let's join up with this loop, and then there's gonna be a different loop. So this loop right here is gonna loop over up to the farm industry, and it's gonna come back down at the next station. So let's maybe achieve that already. We're gonna come up here, move over here. At this point, I'm actually not taking too much care of how it looks, because I'm running out of time, but I will do some detail work off camera. We want to continue on the other side and join up with this loop. So let's take the rail right here and actually page down. We want to go beneath the entire industry and probably at this point move over. Let me see, where's the station? Right there. Yeah, let's come up here and just go across there. Gonna move over here and join up with this station. Great. So now we have the other side of the loop. I guess we still want to connect up this one. So this is gonna be an exception where I make a triangle. We're gonna come up here again and join up with this rail, and this should give us enough space until the next intersection that is happening here. So actually thinking about this, I might want to make this straight. Continue, and then we bring this over here and come up on the other side like so. Join up with you, and that should be enough space technically in order to have two intersections. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side to complete the triangle. Move up and connect. Oh, hold on, I don't even have to move up. We are already underground at this point and can just hook it up like so. So now people can move from this station all the way through here and land on the other station. Next up, we have to make sure the specialized industry also has access to all of the materials, and we just need to hook it up to one of the loops. So for instance, this one can go into the loop and the other thing isn't going to be part of the loop. So thinking about it, the forestry industry also needs to be hooked up. I'm gonna put this right there. We're gonna take a little curve, go beneath the highway here, and then we're gonna hook up to the specialized industry. And then we can also take this route in order to loop into the other direction. Wait, do I even need to do that? No, this way it's already hooked up to everything. So all we have to do is go to the left. That's actually kind of nice and refreshing. Let's do that. And we are gonna also hook it up with this portion of the rail. Now you can actually see this way we completely got rid of our intersection that we had here, the horrible 5-way intersection. And the trains still have access to everything. Okay, now let's see. We have passenger lines going through here. That's good. Where do I need to hook it up next? The next thing is probably going to be the womb district. Though this is an outside connection, so that could be a problem. I guess for now, let's continue this line, and we are gonna come up at this point. We are continuing our endeavors across the passenger line right there. This is gonna be hooked up here, and this is gonna be hooked up there. So now we also have access to the womb district, right? Because it's going down here to the outside connection. We then also have the possibility to go up here, where I can still set up a cargo station in order to supply the Olympus district, something I haven't done yet. And then we can also continue along the highway, so we're gonna set up a third route that is gonna connect with this loose end we made in the beginning. Let's actually do that a little bit differently. I'm gonna move this over here, and we're gonna continue here right along the industry and not destroy anything. Go along here, and at this point we move down like so, and we're gonna make our third route along these rails. Gonna move up here. This is actually perfect once I use the move it mod to make it look nice. Don't forget about that. Looks like we have to move this guy a bit in order to be able to connect it. Great. Is it hooked up? Yes. Okay, now we also have access to this district. Now I want to make also another interchanging loop by using this station here. We have a train station here. So I guess the lower part is going to go to the outside. Like this part right here is just gonna be hooked up to the outside. That is going there, and then the upper part is gonna be connected with the city. So somewhere along here we're probably gonna have another cargo station. Let's see, we can loop around and then hook up with this part, but that's gonna be really agonizing because I already built really close to the water. Never mind, let's move up here. Unlock this tile, thank you very much. Doesn't really matter how this looks for now. Then we are gonna move over here, I think, and we're gonna move down. Okay, unlock another tile. Gonna move around the district. So I guess this line eventually is gonna have more purpose than just going to the farming area with a detour. But for now, that's how it's gonna go. Come up here, join with you. Great! Actually, hold on. That's not great. This intersection is a little bit too close. Instead, we're gonna move over here, down, and we're gonna create a triangle somewhere here. Let's actually bring this down far enough. Okay, not the final version, but I still want to check in this episode if we can improve the situation. So everything has to be functional right now. And this is definitely giving me access to everything, even though the ore industry right here at the bottom is not going to be hooked up to everything else. Actually, for convenience at this part, I think we could hook it up with our cargo line, which is this one here. Yeah, we should actually do that. I mean, if they get to their target a little bit quicker, it's gonna make it easier for us. There we go. Branch out here. Come on! Just give me this one thing. Just give me it. Okay, good. Now they can go down south, but they cannot go into this direction, except we're gonna add another line, which we might do in the north. But this line here should go to the outside connection, which is right here. So let's make sure that actually happens. Now, before we hook up all the outside connections, let's just go through all the cargo stations and make sure that we have hooked them up to the system. Actually looks good. That means we can take care of the rest of the outside connections. The first one we already did. Now we probably want to add an additional track here. Let me actually see this. coming from the Womb District, we want to branch off either before or after this interchange. If we do it after the interchange, we make it part of both lines, and I'm not sure that is a wise decision. But I really want to keep this interchange, man. So I'm going to make this part of the inner loop, and that means in order to avoid any problems, we're going to branch off here. Let's see, I want to do this early enough, and we want to go down and underground. We're going to go beneath the airport and emerge somewhere at this point in order to create our fourth track. That is going to go along this route, and it's going to be our outside connection. That means we have to have an additional connection here as well. Let's see, most of these guys I want to utilize this one here. So where are we branching off? Let's do it here for the time being. This is my outside connection rail, and I want to make sure all the industries have a good point to actually get off there. So where is this going? This is going beneath here. So probably somewhere here I imagine we want to branch off. Let's actually continue here along the highway, beneath the highway. Are we above ground here? Yeah, okay. Sometimes a little bit confusing with the GUI, but let's continue here and continue there and there. We also want to grant the other direction the same privilege, so we're gonna get out here and hook up with you. That means we now took care of all of these industries. They're gonna take that, the specialized industry. Let me see, they are gonna go the other way, aren't they? I mean, I don't necessarily want them to take the long route. We are gonna need an additional track here. Eventually we want to connect with this one. That's the track I just made. And we want to go beneath here, beneath all of that, and also emerge somewhere at this point. And there we go, this is gonna be our export line. Now I'm actually really excited. We can soon unpause the game. We're gonna add the intersection right here in order to get to the outside of the city. So that would be the left side. Did I already hook this up? Wait, there's something wrong. We got a little power issue, okay. I guess the only thing that's left to do is finish this track that is going to the outside of the city, and I don't want to mix these up until there are no more cargo stations. We're gonna take the underground route until we are done with this intersection. Let me go up there. My new microphone is always in the way when I try to find some keys, but there we go. We have this also hooked up to the outside and we are ready. Let me save the game before I do anything else. Okay, are we ready? Wait, I forgot something. This is not hooked up yet. Oh my gosh, thankfully I just saw that. I think that's the last issue though. But I just meant to say we should unpause the game in order to actually realize what other mistakes we made. Let's bring this over here. Yeah, not looking brilliant, but you get the basic gist. Okay, unpausing the game. I wonder... Okay, some of the trains are actually continuing. That is good. That is good. Not everything got despawned. Well, except this poor bastard is still hanging around. By the way, this is a really long episode and I feel by now nobody is left. If you're still left here, let me know in the comment section. I'm really curious who made it to this point. Yeah, I think we have a couple of issues in general, just because the trains don't necessarily always know what I just did there. Like, are you confused? You know, until this has a better purpose, another connection we could do is right here. This wouldn't even hurt. Hold on, something is fishy here. Oh, this is not connected. What are you doing? This should be connected. Sometimes this is so confusing. Okay, unfortunately it looks crap, but it's already a really long episode. Just imagine, I wanted to get the functionality done, and trust me, it's gonna be great. I'm actually glad they are using this outside connection. Well, actually I forced them kind of to do that, but so far so good. This is all clear. Right now I'm having a bit of a car issue, and I know why that is. That is because a lot of the trains despawned and now trucks are on their merry way. Traffic though is at 82%, so we cannot complain too much. This is all train free. I mean, this could be a good or a bad sign. No, we do have trains moving. Okay, now let's fix the rest of the trains that got confused by me replacing everything. And that's probably the trains that are a little bit wonky looking. They do not know what to do. And there we go. As soon as I move them out of the way, we are starting to clear up. Let me just run the game for a couple of minutes and I'm gonna show you the results. We're gonna use this mess here as an indication whether or not it worked. I made an additional track here for the trains that wanna go straight. So only the trains that actually wanna use the station are going there. we're gonna have to do the same thing at this station. Want to make sure that the trains use the outside connection if they don't want to join the station. Hooray! There we go! That's what I'm talking about. It's approximately 5 minutes later. It had to clear up a bit, and I also deleted a couple of trains that weren't loaded exactly, but now it's running smoothly for minutes. So I guess the next time we can observe this a bit better and then maybe take care of the traffic that we currently have going on. Cool, with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.